So glad to see everybody today. Besides being VP of DevRel at Neo4j, I'm also the content chair and on the board at the AI, LF, and Data Foundation. And super excited to see all of you here. Actually, we have a bunch of our program chairs as well, or committee members as well, who help out with content for AI dev events. And what I'm going to talk a little bit about today is how you can improve the quality and the accuracy of your models using GraphRAG. Now, who trusts their AI models? Even after that demo earlier today where it randomly decided to change the ports of the server. So what we'll do is we'll do a quick word exercise of all of you in the audience versus the latest GPT-5o model. And I'm also running the CNCF Kids Day, so I think this is a great opportunity to kind of bring out diversity challenges in our industry. So a school has an elective course choice of computer science, sports, or home economics. The computer science class has 36 students at a grid of desks. All the students are, all the desks are occupied. None of the girls are sitting next to another girl. Also, none of the girls are sitting diagonally from another girl. What is the maximum number of girls this class layout allows? And I think you notice like there's a little bit of bias about gender diversity in our industry. We need to get more girls involved at an early age in technology. And it's a little bit of a logic problem as well. So anybody, just raise your hand. How would you go about solving this problem? How would you think about this? Well, he's not raising it at me. Anybody raising it at me? Graph network model. Yes! Give that guy a graph star. That's great. Is there a simpler way we can do this as humans? Anyone have a plan? Oh, in the back. Yes. I heard grid somewhere in the audience as well. Go ahead.
Just create a 6x6 grid, and then every other seed in the grid would have a girl in it.
Okay, so that's a good start. And why did you choose a 6x6 grid?
6x6 is 36. It just makes it easy to think about.
Okay. Anyone else have a different idea? And I heard someone else yell grid out too. Okay, but like we have a lot of choices here, right? So we could choose a 6x6 grid, 3x2, 4x9, not 3x2, I didn't read that right. 3x12, 4x9, 2x18. And then you just fill out alternating seats in the model, right? And you get this number of students. So what's the human consensus on the most girls we can fit? What do you all think? What? 9? Okay. So that's good. The 6x6 grid will get us 9. Can we squeeze more girls in? 3x12. Okay, yeah. So that would give us the maximum if we exclude 1x18, but I don't consider that a grid. That's more of a row. Now, when we ask the model, you want to say something, or you're just stretching?
Yeah. So the 2x18. So this is not like a realistic classroom, just a theoretical one.
Yeah, a theoretical classroom. Why not? Why not? We could. That's a good one too, and that would give us 18, which is even higher. Now, when you ask GPT-5 about this, what it does is it anchors on this non-attacking kings problem. This is part of the training model, and then, kind of like kings attack, it's a square grid. Because it's a square grid, then you have to have a 6x6 layout, and you can get a total of 9 girls. So you can see that the model behavior changes a lot based on the training information, based on biases that are built into the model. And you get these kind of unexpected results out of them, which are quite predictable if you can understand the problem domain. But if you're doing something in pharmaceutical research, another field, it's very, very hard because the LLM's really thinking with half of a brain. It doesn't do very good. If we did a graph algorithm like the other guy mentioned, it would be much better at logic, sequencing, linear thinking, and all of those things. So one way to solve this is using technologies like GraphRAG. This is part of the Open Platform for Enterprise AI, which is an LFAI and data project. Neo4j is contributing to that. We're a graph database company. So that's exciting if you want to check it out. Here's an example of relevance with graph context. Now, I got inspired by the previous speakers to also do a live demo. So I popped an instance of Aura. I loaded up a couple documents in it, a BOM and a VEX file. Anyone know what a VEX file is? Close. This is a security standard. I guess I'm talking to the AI room, not the security room. They would definitely know about this. And then I imported these into Aura, and I'm using the knowledge graph builder, and we'll connect it to the same Aura instance that we just created. With those two documents loaded up, using an LLM to process, create a graph out of those two documents which I showed you. And then here it's going to show the resulting data. Now, we can see this in a graph form. So this is what a GraphRAG implementation would look like if you were looking at the actual graph of the technology, and you can see it loaded up a bunch of different nodes about the documents. It talks about a Jackson vulnerability in the document. See, Jackson data. So let's ask it a quick question about the data and see if we can get a response.